Sometimes life doesn't change with big moves. Sometimes it changes with one small coin. Let's know how with the story.
Daniel lived alone in a small rented room near the place where he worked. His life was simple, but heavy. Every morning, Daniel woke up before the sun. His alarm rang early, and his body felt tired even before he stood up. He washed his face with cold water, ate a small piece of bread, and left his room. He walked to the warehouse where he worked. Daniel worked as a warehouse helper. His job was to carry boxes, count goods, clean the floor, and arrange items. The work was hard and slow. His hands became rough. His back hurt often. Sometimes his legs shook from tiredness, but Daniel did not complain. He believed work was work. During the day, Daniel moved again and again. Lift, walk, put down, count, clean. When he stopped for lunch, he ate simple food: rice, bread, tea. At the end of the day, Daniel felt empty. His body was tired, and his mind was tired too. Every month, Daniel received his pay, and every month, the money went away very fast. Rent, food, electricity, gas, old shop credit. When he finished counting, nothing stayed, not even a little. Daniel was careful with money. He did not drink. He did not gamble. He did not buy expensive things. Still, his money always finished early. This made him confused. He often sat on his bed and looked at his empty wallet. He asked himself the same question again and again. What am I doing wrong? Daniel had a small dream. He wanted to buy basic tools: a hammer, a screwdriver, a wrench. He knew how to fix broken chairs, doors, and shelves. People in the town sometimes asked him for help. If he had his own tools, he could work on weekends and earn extra money. But the tools always felt too far away. Daniel's room was small: one bed, one table, one stove, one window. When something broke, it felt big. One month, his shoes tore. Another month, the stove stopped working. Sometimes the shop bill grew without warning. Every time Daniel tried to save, life pulled the money back. Many nights, Daniel lay awake. He stared at the ceiling. He thought about his future. He used to believe that money problems came from bad habits, but he worked hard and lived simply. Still, nothing changed. That thought scared him more than being poor. One afternoon, during a short break at work, Daniel heard two older workers talking. One man said he saved 1% of everything he earned. He said it helped him see his money better. Daniel listened quietly. 1% sounded too small. It felt almost like nothing. A few days later, the same man spoke to Daniel. He said, "Do not wait to save later. Save first, even if it is very small. Try for 1 month." Daniel did not answer, but the idea stayed in his mind. The next morning, before going to work, Daniel took one small coin from his pocket. He looked at it for a moment. Then he put it into an empty cup near his bed. He felt silly. He thought it would not change anything. That night, Daniel sat on his bed and looked at the cup. He wanted to take the coin back. He thought, "I need this." But he stopped himself. He went to sleep. The next day, he added another coin. Every day, Daniel saved one small coin. The money grew very slowly, But something else started to change. Each time Daniel saved, he thought about how he spent the rest. He noticed small things, extra snacks he did not need, food that went bad, small items bought without thinking. At work, Daniel started to notice waste, broken boxes, tools left dirty, time lost in talking. He began to work more carefully. He lifted boxes slowly. He checked numbers twice, not because someone watched him, but because he cared. Daniel also found an old notebook. He started writing his spending in it. The writing was not clean. He made mistakes. He crossed lines. At first, it felt uncomfortable. He saw habits he did not like. But slowly, the fear became smaller. Writing gave him control. The first month passed. Nothing big changed. Daniel felt tired and disappointed. He wanted to stop saving, but he continued. The second month passed. The cup felt a little heavier. Daniel still struggled. One day, he had to take money from the cup to buy food. He felt angry with himself. That night, he almost gave up. But the next morning, he started again. Slowly, Daniel felt stronger inside. One day, his supervisor noticed him. Daniel made fewer mistakes. Goods were safer. The floor was clean. After some time, the supervisor gave him extra weekend work. Daniel did not change his habit. He kept saving 1%. His shop credit became smaller. The shopkeeper smiled when Daniel came. Daniel felt proud, but quiet. Months passed. The cup became heavy. One evening, Daniel counted the money. His hand shook. It was enough to buy basic tools, not new, but strong. Daniel bought the tools. He fixed a broken chair for a neighbor, then a door, then a shelf. The work was slow but honest. People began to trust him. Daniel understood something important. The biggest change was not the tools. It was him. He was no longer waiting for luck. He was building his life with small steps. Today, Daniel still works at the warehouse. Life is still hard. But now, he feels steady. He feels in control. Saving 1% did not change his life in one day. It changed his mind first, and that changed everything.
So we learned that small habits may look useless at first, but if you stay with them, they slowly changes who you become. Now let's learn a new word, steady. It means you don't rush and you don't quit. You move forward little by little. Example, Daniel worked steadily every day, saving a small coin, and that small habit changed his life. If this story helped you a little, consider subscribing for more wisdom of hope.